A very good evening, guys. I hope you are well and fantastic. So, if you are starting the session, let me know. Am I audible to you? My voice is clear to all of you? Alok?
Yes, yes.
So I hope you are aware of today's topic. Okay, that's great. So as you know, today's topic is Indian culture versus Western culture. Which is better? Okay, so shall we start the session?
Yes, I think so
Okay.
because we
So
can.
before the starting the session, let me know how many of you favoring Western culture. Yeah. So because what are you favoring, Indian culture or Western culture?
Actually, I'm favoring Indian culture.
Okay, that's great. And what about Alok? Brother, what are you favoring?
Yeah, actually, I like for Indian culture.
Indian culture. That's great. That's great. Okay, Alok, Indian culture.
Because, sorry, Akash, brother, listen to me 1 minute. Actually, no, from your side, like, no, your voice is coming like, something like this will be making
Okay, okay,
happen.
okay. Let me turn off the fan. Now it is okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
like.
yeah, that's great, brother. Thank you for giving your feedback. Yeah. So because you are favoring Western culture.
Yes.
Okay, Western culture. And what about Lalita? I think it is your first time, right? So may I know what are you favoring? Lalita, are you here? May I know? Lalita Bora. May I know what are you favoring? Okay, it's okay. I think she is the first time here, so she would be listener. Yeah, so Server Brothers, I hope you are aware of today's topic, and also Saji Brothers. Also, I hope that you are also aware of today's topic. So, Server, may I know what are you favoring, Indian or Western culture?
Yeah, brother. I am favoring Indian culture.
Indian culture, that's great. Okay, and what about Saji Brothers? What are you favoring? Your
As bro, as I live in Bangladesh, so I don't have enough knowledge about Indian culture as well
so
as
Indian
Western
culture you can
culture.
take as a Bangladesh culture also. Your own culture or
So,
Western culture?
my favorite is my own culture, like Bangladeshi culture.
Bangladesh culture. That's great. So I think we should start the session. So who would like to be initiator? Who would initiate the session?
Yes.
Okay, it's okay. So before that, I want to ask once again to Lalita. Lalita, may I know what are your favoring sisters? I hope you are from India, right? Can you introduce yourself? Because it is your first time. Okay, it's okay. She would be the listener today. Yeah, so because would you like to initiate the session?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Actually, why I like Indian culture most than Western culture because in Indian culture, many kind of things I find like many advantage I find. First advantage I find like historical places. India has a long and varied history. Many things like Sultanate, Mughal Sultanate, many things. Because many things. And second I find family structure in India. Actually, if I talk about family structure in India, like this joint family faster close, like it's like a joint family, like they live happily, joint family relationship, many things like emotionally, like providing emotional. This the second thing I find this, and third, Like third I find about festival like Deepavali, Holi, Eid, Christmas, many others bring together, bring people together, some people are there, then because of this festival people come at home and they enjoy their party. And if I talk about third or fourth thing, about religion. In India, if you go in Western, like you will not find all kind of religion, but in India, like many religion, Hinduism, Buddhism, many things, Sikhism, these things, uh, many all anybody can live here. Like this thing I find. Yes, brother.
Sir? Hello, sir? Hello?
Yes, Shreya. You can introduce yourself.
Hello, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. You are audible.
Hello, sir?
Ma'am, you are audible.
Hello, sir? Hello, sir? Hello, sir? Hello, sir? Hello, sir? Hello, sir?
ओ गुड़िया बस 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 करो, नहीं तो नदी का बहाव आ जाएगा।
You can mute yourself, ma'am. Yeah, okay. It is a recorded session, so you can mute yourself. Okay, okay, it's okay. I think sorry guys for that. Actually, she's a first time here, so he would be doing like that. So it's okay, it's happened. Okay. Uh, yeah, so because whatever you told, yeah, it's okay. Actually, because he's saying that he liked the Indian culture because in India he got a lot of historical places, a lot of festival, and also different kind of religious live here, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Jain. There are a lot of religious live together like a brother and sister. That's why he like Indian culture. So that's great. Yeah, because so what about Alok brothers? As you are favoring Western culture, so why?
No, no, actually, Akash brother. Actually, I am from Indian culture, not from Western culture.
You are from Indian culture.
Welcome,
जी,
guys.
I
Hello,
got
welcome,
you.
guys. Everybody. My TikTok. Hello.
Ma'am, you can mute yourself. It is a recorded session. I will come to you. Okay. So, brother, as you are favoring Indian culture, so may I know why?
actually, there's anything. Okay, so you're talking to why? Actually, there's many things because in Indian culture, actually, as we can see, uh, I think it provides so much quality in a people. And if you see Western culture, so it is not bad, but according to like a human being, so they want safe and like a secure life. So according to me, I think Indian culture is better because in Indian culture you will get everything, and but I think in Western culture you will not get anything. Yeah, if you come again, then I will talk on this
Hello,
topic.
everyone. अच्छे से बढ़ाओ। सारे अच्छे से बढ़ाओ, अच्छे।
Yeah. Sorry, brother. Actually, I removed her, so you can continue.
No, no, Akash, I said, I am favoring Indian culture. I have said something about this topic on Indian culture. Yeah, but if you will come again to me, then I will discuss on this topic in brief. Okay.
Yeah, brother. You can you say once more because I got disturbed with her. So can
Okay.
you?
Now I'm audible to you guys.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, so I was saying that in Indian culture we can see a lot of things, and it provides to human a good quality, because if we see in like Western culture, so in Western culture there are so many things which I think which we will not be able to feel like that. And in Indian culture we I mean how to say, in Indian culture what happens, we like combine to ourselves from nature. We feel that we can, we can like feel nature from Indian culture very well. But from Western culture, I think you will be not able to, contact to yourself like that.
Okay, I got it. That's great because if you talk about the Indian culture, so we are connected with it because our ancestor, they follow the culture, and that's why we very familiar with that culture, right? And that's why we like that culture. That's why you like that culture, right? So yeah, that's great, brother. Yeah, I'm agree with you. So Muhammad Fahim, am I able to, brother? Muhammad Fahim.
Yep, yep,
Yeah. So I think, brother, it is your first time, right? If I know.
yep. It's my debut.
Okay. So brother, can you introduce yourself?
I didn't get you.
No, can you introduce yourself? Can you give your short intro?
My name is Mohammad Fukrul Islam Fahim. I'm from Bangladesh. Uh, it's my first time to together with you. Um, so I am very very excited to because of join with you.
Yeah, that's great, brother. Welcome to this new group and the session. I'm very glad that you came here. And yeah, that's great, brother. So may I know what are you favoring, Indian culture or Bangladesh culture?
As I am a Bangladeshi, so I love Bangladeshi culture and I don't know much about the Indian culture, so I don't say any comment about Indian culture. But I research on a Western culture. I think my culture is very appreciable rather than a Western culture. Because of the all type of thing like from my childhood I can see that everyone are very friendly and they have a self-esteem and also they have esteem with each other. So that's I don't found by research on Western culture also some cultural event that is not happened on Western culture, and some culture is not similar to our culture. So I prefer our own native culture.
Okay, I got it. That's great. Yeah, brother, that's great. Yeah. So, Sarwar, brother, is you are favoring Indian culture? So, brother, may I know why? What do you find in Indian culture that you have follow?
I think, brother, the reason is simple. Like Indian cultures have so many varieties of religious, and in Indian, so many people like speak different language. So it's all impressing, like influence of religious. You can say about like traditional beliefs and so many things in Indian culture. So yeah, that's why I'm for preferring Indian culture.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah. So, Muhammad Sajib, brother, is you are favoring Bangladesh culture. So, brother, don't you think that if you talk about the people living in Bangladesh, they are, they are wearing the shirt and they're wearing the dress that is belong to the Western culture, and they are following the Western culture, ritual, and also a lot of things they are doing, and they are, adopting the Western culture. There are a lot of, we can say, festival, and there are a lot of things that they are adopting from the Western culture. Don't you think, brother?
Yes, you are right. First of all, thanks for giving me a chance to say something about my culture. If I talk about your question, if I answer that question, I feel like that in my country, most of the urban set areas people they follow Western culture rather than our ancient culture like our Bangladeshi culture. Yeah, it is true. But why I like it? First of all, my culture give me some important history and also some important features which is really good. And if I see about like my culture, I show some new things, like first of all music and dance, and also some days which we are celebrate. First of all, if I talk about Poila Boishak, this is Bengali first day, and these times we are always celebrate a lot, not only countryside areas people but also urban city areas people, they also celebrate this day. So that's the another things why I favor in Bangladeshi culture. And the next thing is literature and poetry. Like most of the Bangladeshi, they love literature and poetry, which is work by Rabindranath Tagore and Kazi Nazrul Islam, and they both are also write some music. We call this vowel music, and some other type of music, which is really old-fashioned and designed. They both like Kazi Nazrul Islam and also Rabindranath Tagore. So that's another thing why I favor in this topic like Bangladeshi culture. Another thing is cloth. We always wear in our professional day something which is matches the Western culture. But in the when the day is our cultural day, suppose 21 February and also Idul Fidul, Idul Adha, and Poila Boishak and other different type of days we always celebrate. In these times, we usually wear some Punjabi and pajama. That's another reasons why I love Bangladeshi culture rather than Western culture. And right now, if I talking about Western culture, I think Western culture is good for those people who live in urban side areas, because urban side areas people always separated their family, and they always isolated and introvert. So those person always follow Western culture rather than our Bangladeshi culture. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's a great point. You have spoken well. I agree with you. Yeah, so hi Rohit sir, I hope you are well, and I hope you are aware of today's topic. Whenever I see you, I feel with energy. Yeah, so sir, I hope you are aware of today's topic. So may I know what are the
Yes, good evening, Akash, and good evening, all.
yeah, so as all of them are favoring Indian culture, so I hope you are would be favor Western culture, so that this session will be interesting.
Come again, come again.
No, I'm saying that sir, all of them are favoring Indian culture, not Western culture. So I hope you would favor Western culture, so that this session will be interesting.
To be honest, I would favor Indian custom, culture, sorry. But for debate, definitely I would like to say something about Western.
Yes, sir. So here you are favoring Western culture.
Yes, yes, okay. For discuss.
That's great. Yeah. So sir, may I know what do you find in Western culture that is better than the Indian culture?
Mm.
And once again, like
Uh,
if you, okay, sir, I want to request to all of you, if you are able to like turn on the camera, so you can turn on the camera, guys. Because if you turn on the camera, na, after speaking, turning on the camera, so you will feel more confident. So I request all of you, please turn on the camera, so that I will feel more confident also with the speaking. It will improve our speaking. It's okay, but also it will improve the confidence also. So I request to all of you, turn on the camera if it is possible. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, please sir, continue.
mm. If I talk about the Western culture, so we should know, see like that. Modern is a totally change. Nowadays, like a modern era, we are following Western culture, boys, because if modern is a change, so definitely we should also like a change. Because in earlier we are like dhoti kurta like that something, but it's not like happen always. We have we should change always, day by day. Definitely after some year we will be and like go ahead, and So that the things Western culture is a good because we should follow them. That's because what they are doing, that is not like a bad. If they will do bad, so why we can like follow them? Maybe we are just not following their culture. We are following some. We are copying them something, and after the copying, we are learning something to them. Like they are like look smart to other to us, just like if you will follow some concept, so definitely you will learn something then. Yeah, I think, and I will speak something
Yes,
again
I'm agree with you.
because
If it,
I'm coming here for like a for favoring Indian culture because I always want to follow Indian culture, but for debate I have to speak something about Western, so that's why I'm taking some time for thinking.
yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, we can understand it, sir. Yeah. So because as Rohit sir said that if we adopt any culture, right? So we learn something. So don't you think that if we learning anything, so don't you think that we should adopt another culture? And it is not wrong. It if we find anything good, anything positive, that we should use, we should follow in our life. So what the wrong here adopting that culture or adopting that rituals? Don't you think that because?
I'm sorry, can you repeat again?
No, I'm saying that as Rohit sir said that if we adopt any new culture, right? So we learn something, right? So what the wrong in it? If we are learning anything from the new culture, so what the wrong in it to adapting it? We can adapt it if we are learning it, right? Don't you think that we should adopt if we are?
Brother, actually, if we are finding comfortable, happily, then we should live in that culture also. Like, if I talk about like you are saying we should change, I think we should not change our culture because like if we change, then only not happiness will be happen. Something will be changed, more thing will be changed. So I think if we are happy with this culture, then we should live in that culture.
Okay, I got it. We should not adapt that. Okay. Yeah. So look, brothers, have you any point? Hello, am I audible to you?
Yeah, 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 you are. No, actually, you asked me about Indian culture, why favoring this thing. Actually, in Indian culture, actually, let me say something about it in this clip. Actually Indian culture, what happens, why I'm favoring this, actually Indian culture is like that, first of all, if I talk about religion, so I think in Indian culture you will get all religion. Like India is the like a mixture of all religion, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. There's a lot of religion you can see. But I think in another like culture, like Western culture, you will not get a such thing. According like this, I mean about culture, like religion, so it is good because here you can see, because I have heard with many like foreign people, they say like that, in India we have seen so many religions, so many things, that's why they like it. As well as if I talk like about like family, so what happens, like in Indian culture, like children, they live with their family. But in like in Western culture, in abroad, people like students, children, they don't stay with their family. After 18 years, 19 years, they go away from their family. And I think it is a rule of there. But here it depends on you. If you have like ability to stay, I mean if you want to stay with your family, so you can, otherwise you can go away from them. I mean, it depends on you. But I think in Western culture, like in like USA, UK, I think it's not like that. I have read this like blog somewhere. And if I talk about something else, like I mean, overall, according to me, there's so many things which I mean makes us think to about Indian culture. Yeah, it was from my side. Actually, I have to do something, so I will listen only now. That's all.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, so sir, brother, I hope you are listening. So, brother, as you are favoring Indian culture, so don't you think, brother, how can I say Indian culture is cute? Because no, if you talk about the earlier, if you talk about our grandparents, if you go in the life of our grandparents, so at that time, you know, women has no right to, to educate. They don't have right as much as the men's. But because of the Western culture, they learn to educate. They started learning, and they are getting education by saying by watching the Western culture. So don't you think, brother, we have learned a lot of things with the Western culture? What do you think about it?
Yeah, brother. I think you are right, and I also, yeah, I also don't prepare about this like this question you asked it for me. But I think, brother, like in if you like if you see history like in Indian, so actually the answer is not coming in my mind for this question. So I think you should ask someone for like so they can answer properly. But I think this question is like pretty hard to me. Like
Okay, it's okay, brother. It's okay. Yeah, so Sajid, brother, I hope you have this answer. Don't you think, brother? Like if you talk about the because earlier we are the same, right? We are together, but right now our country has departed. But brother, don't you think that earlier in Bangladesh culture also woman has no right and as much as the man has, and also they have no knowledge as much as the Western culture is, right? And brother, if we are
Yeah,
learning from the Western culture, so what the wrong in it? Don't you think that we have learned a lot of things with the Western culture?
bro. First of all, if I talk about Western culture, I think Western culture have a lot of negativity. First of all, Western culture always promotes sex and 80 plus videos and also content. If I talk about their movies and also videos, we look at that their movies or on videos always crafted some 80 plus content. So I think we cannot see any positivity in the Austrian culture, but I had some positivity in Austrian culture. First of all, education systems, lifestyle, and also their hospitality. Like if I talk about my country's hospitality, my country's people always take care about unknown person when they are meet a stranger. They always talking those person, and if the stranger fall in danger and also they face some difficulty like they feel starving, like hungry, this type of things, our country's people always help those people. But if I talk about Western culture, if you go UK, USA a lot, and Canada, Australia, anywhere, if you need to help, like you feel starving, you just call and you just say any person, any stranger person, to give me some food. I'm very starving, but they don't care about that. You don't know, they don't care because they always lead their life as one kind of introvert. Like they don't go their family. They didn't take care of their parents. They just lead their life with their wife or their children. This type of things. And in Bangladeshi culture, I think most of the person they take care of their parents and also their families, and after their after that, as your question is like learning, yeah, our Bangladeshi culture they can learn about Western culture, their education system, because our country's education system is too much lower than any other country. So if they are learned about how Western culture they are teach their student, they can easily learn and they can easily boost their education sectors and also hospital sectors. And the main thing is there have a lot of negativity than positivity. Positivity is little bit like if I talk about doctors, like a hospital and education field, healthcare facilities, these type of things is positivity. And the most of the Austrian culture is negativity. That's I feel.
Yeah, that's great. I'm agree with you. In the Western culture, they do like that. They don't care about the parents. They think that they don't obey the parents. They just do on their own, right? And also, if you talk about equality plus, so these kind of things also happen in the Western culture. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. So we can see obedience. If we talk about the obedience we have in our culture. So that much obedience we cannot say that much obedience exists in the Western culture. We cannot say that. So that is the a specialty of our culture. We can say. I agree with you, brother. Yeah. Yes. So Rohit sir, as you are favoring Western culture. So as Saji brother said that in Western culture, what happen? Sorry, in Indian culture or Bangladesh culture, what happen? We obey our parents, right? We respect our parents, and even after becoming grown up, even after when we grown up, so we obey our children, we obey our parents, and also, sir, what happen? We try to help each other. But if you talk about the Western culture, so they don't help each other. They just mind their own business. And also, if once they become grown, they start think that I can care about myself, and they don't respect the parents. They just they send their parents to the what we can say in orphanage. We can say in the Bridha ashram, what we can say in Hindi Vrida Ashram. So they most of the children they send their parents when they're old parents. So don't you think, sir, this is not good in happening in Western culture? Sir, you are not audible. You can unmute yourself.
Hmm, sorry. Yeah, I think what I believed, it would be totally wrong to say like that. They are in Western culture. Students, they are not obey their parents, because the thing is that in Western culture they give lots of the freedom to their children, and giving freedom, it doesn't mean they are not obeying their parents. First thing. And one thing I noticed, the good in Western culture, there are freedom to, like if I talk about the marriage, so they always prefer, they always first prioritize to like love marriage. It's an individual choice. In Indian culture, parents, they don't want to love marriage. They don't want to support love marriage. But if you to be honestly now, if I asked any person individually which marriage you would like to prefer, so if that would be have any like a good person, male female, definitely he wants to like do love marriage, because like life journey is not like a limit and a small journey. It's a very big. So if you would have a good like your favorite person in with you, so that would good for your life. So I think love marriage is a good, and Western culture always follow love marriage. They are not against with love marriage. They always follow like a love marriage, and children always obeys in Western culture also. Just different, this different between Indian culture, parents are like giving so much freedom to like children, their children. You can do to yourself anything. They are, they are becoming to them independent. That is in Indian culture is not like like that. Parents always want to keep under the children keep the under, so that's the things where in Western culture is the good. And communication, if I talk about in communication area, so why like a Western culture people and children speak like fluently without hesitation, because in initially beginning teenage they have a like freedom to speak. In Indian culture, parents always like if you am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Akash, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible now. You can continue.
Yeah, actually I got a call. So that is the thing. In India culture, there is not much of the freedom. Like parents, they don't want to give much freedom to children. That is not good, I think, in modern era. Because if you want to like always teach your child, you that is the thing bad, that thing is the good. So how he can develop their mind? People like try to think that time whenever they like get some situation, if we will give some freedom to like understanding to doing something in our children, definitely children will be think about like themselves. So that is the, I think that is a good in Western culture.
Yes, sir. I'm
We
agree
should
with
also give freedom to our child.
Yes, you are absolutely right. In Western culture, what happen? The children after the 18, they depend on their own self. They don't depend on the parents. They just start walking and whatever they just do standing on their own feet, not depending on parents. So that is the best we find in the Western culture. So you are right, sir. Yeah. So Alok brother, as Rohit sir said that in Western culture, if we talk about the teenagers, so they depend on their own self, they make their own career, they don't depend on parents. But if we talk about the Indian culture, so most of youngster, most of teenagers, they just depend on parents. Also parents don't want them to take risks. So don't you think, brother, this is the, we can say it is the biggest problem, or you can say it is the weakness of the Indian culture? And because of that we're not able to make hard, we're not able to achieve our goal because of the parents, because they don't let us fly alone, they don't let us pursue our goal. They say that you have to follow that, you have to do that, like that. They don't let us become freedom. Don't you think, brother? What do you think about it? Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, so Saji brother, I hope you are get it.
Yes, bro, I get
Yeah.
it.
So brother, in I also heard in the also in Bangladesh culture, the same thing happened in the Indian culture. Because if we talk about the Indian and Bangladesh culture, so it's matches, right? Our language is also differ, but very we can say 80% matches our culture. So brother, don't you think that if you talk about in our culture, in Bangladesh culture, so parents don't let them take the risk. But if you talk about the Western culture, so they depend on their own feet, they do on their own self. That's why that country is more developed than our country. Don't you think, brother? That is the main reason.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Most of the Bangladeshi and most of the Indian teenagers, they always depend their parents, and parents always don't give them in their breaks, because they always feel very terrible if their children work in any field or shop anywhere. That's the main fact. That's a I think Bangladeshi culture or Western culture main difference this is because most of the if we are look at that, most of the billionaire in the Western culture people, because they are always get freedom, they work freely. That the main reasons why they become successful in their life and why they are in Bangladesh peoples like teenagers and also youth, they always depend their parents, and parents always teach them about cultural festivals, and also to put them in the school, and school one kind of boundary. We don't title, we are need to learn something new skill and new freedom, but school didn't give freedom. So that's the main fact, Western culture and Bangladeshi culture. But I feel Bangladeshi culture is good because the main reason is family. Like if I talk about Western culture, yeah, before brother said that like Western culture promote love stories, love marriage, but Indian culture and also Bangladeshi culture, they didn't promote love story. Yeah, you're right, absolutely. But what the fact is, they are married some girls, and they always separate them, isolated them, and they always divorce their wife in their old age. If we are look at that Bill Gates and other billionaires, they also divorce their wife, and they are one kind of 60. There is one kind of 60 plus, and most of the old guy they also married 80, 60 or 16 or 18 plus age girls. So this type of disturbing things we didn't see in Bangladeshi culture and also Indian culture. So that's the reasons why I like Bangladeshi or Indian culture. But Western culture in the USA, UK, they always promote freedom. They always promote some disturbing things um, in the like openly, one kind of openly. But Indian or Bangladeshi culture, they are promote, but it's little bit in the in the height of the house, and also they are anywhere. They hide and try to promote, but Indian government, also Bangladeshi government, they don't try to promote this type of freedom. But Western culture, we see that most of the businessmen, also most of the richest kid, they always love around 40. They always fall in relationship with a huge girl, and they always waste their money in this type of things. And that's the main fact why I like Bangladeshi culture.
Yeah, brother, that's great. It is the benefit of our culture, we can say. Yeah, sir. Rohit, sir, is Sajid brother said what happened in Indian culture during our childhood when we are childhood. So at a time we don't focus on the. I'm talking about the family. If we talk about the family, so in Indian culture or Bangladesh culture, we don't focus more about the regarding the family when we are child or when we are teenager. But if you talk about the Western culture, so since when they are standard six now, they started making relationship with the girls. They started doing relationship and making girlfriend, boyfriend like that. So don't you think, sir, this is not good in Western culture. And after that, after getting married, they also keep separating, keep divorcing. This kind of thing keep happening in Western culture, and this is a common thing in the Western culture. But if we talk about the India, so it is not common. Once we get married, we think we became we have to live together till lifetime. So don't you think that this kind of thing we find in good in Indian culture? It is the benefit of Indian culture. We are more happy if it regarding the family, we can say.
Yes, in order to divorce cases, I can say we cannot say just in Western culture they are they're giving divorce to each other. It would be say wrong. Uh, it's wrong to say like that because in India also, if you will see day by day and every day some divorce cases in court filing. So that's we cannot say like that. But in overall the world, every country has a different culture. So if like in India, some different culture, so there is also some pros and cons. So as like that, every country, every culture, some pros and cons. But compare, you cannot say divorce in any country nowadays. People, so aware. At first, they want to make relationship to other. After then, they will get to something. So then they want to divorce them. So, they don't want to live life to further. So that's divorce is a normal thing. I can say like that in overall the world, not any country. If you are in any relationship, so in between relationship, if something is happen bad, so definitely you would like to break that time relationship, because if you are thinking like that and if you are looking in between relationship something is not good, so why you would like to with them that person life to further, live to further. So that is a very normal thing. It's an individual choice. Uh, Try to make a relation, try to understand at first. After then, if you are in relationship, in relationship between is happening not good, so try to manage and try to understand to each other. That is the just a solution. And as like I said earlier, so every culture is just something, it is advantage and advantage. So maybe if they are like in teenage, like a 10 to 12 is they are like making some relation, girlfriend, boyfriend. So it's according to their culture, they are like doing like that. Their parents is given them freedom. So freedom it means you can do anything. You can, if it's a totally depend to up to you. If you want to like make a good career for you, so you can want to just make relationship, spend your time, so that you can do. So just if you have some choice, what will you do like? What would you like to do?
Yes, so that's great. If we have freedom, so it depends upon us. What kind of thing we should do, it depends totally on us. Yes, sir, I'm agree with you. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
yes, actually, because I'm getting call again and again, so I have to go now. But it was great conversation to the
Okay.
topic. Thank you so much for having me. We will meet tomorrow.
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah, bye, Andy. Bye,
Yeah, bye. Good.
Akash.
Yeah, so Sajid brother, as Rohit sir said that in Western culture, we have a lot of freedom, and that's why we can do a lot of things. We can walk on our path according to our mind. But brother, it's good. But as you told that the Western culture is not good, so brother, don't you think that if it covered in Bangladesh culture, so there are a lot of people they're adopting lot of Western culture, lot of dresses they are wearing that is worn in the Western culture, and there are a lot of things they are adopting with the cloth to technology, all of things they are adopting. Don't you think, brother?
Yes, you are right. In Bangladeshi culture, they are always adopt some Western dress and also Western try to make some Western music and also movies. But I don't think it's a very beneficial for our country. First reasons, first reason like Western people always promote freedoms and also alcohol. But in Bangladeshi government banned alcohol. If any teenager and any pupil they are they carry they take any alcohol bottle and suppose police saw him and police immediately arrest him and he need to find huge amount of money. So these type of things we never see in the Western culture, like USA, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Every country they promote alcohol. Not a single country are like in Bangladesh, India. I don't see that alcohol is common, but it's common for those person who are always they always keep the their keep their mind and everything under the house, like they didn't go anywhere to show them to I drinking alcohol. This type of things is one kind of hide and seek. But why I like the Bangladeshi culture and why not I like the Western culture, this is the one topics like why I don't like Western culture. First of all, freedom. Secondly, promoting some sexual abuse. And third is they always create some like strict rules, which is really you need if you are citizen in the USA, UK, and European any countries, you need to follow strict rules, which is I don't like this type of rules. And the another fact is most of the time I show that in the Western culture, the people always promote those relationships like one girl's he falling in love his uncle and also father. Western culture people they promote this type of relationship and they don't care about the religion. But in Indian culture, Bangladeshi culture, they always follow the religion and they always take care about those relationship. Like they always against those relationship. And before Badar said that like love story, love marriage, Indian culture didn't promote. Bro, everywhere love marriage promote. Like Western culture promote a lot. This is not fair because Western culture people they are promote because the boy is mature and the boy have a lot of money. That are reasons they are easily take care their love and take care the girl. But in Indian culture and Bangladeshi culture, people always fall in love when their age is only 16 to 20. So this type of people, they don't have a much money about take care their love and also take care their family. So why the family promote the love marriage? Because they don't have a money. So how he take care the girls when he or she married the boy? But Western culture, girls and boys stay together and they are starting their relationship as a living relationship. We call this is living relationship. And they both are find job. They both are work in the field and also in the market in anywhere. They both are work. But Indian culture and Bangladeshi culture, only boy are work and girls are one kind of housewife. So that are another reasons why Indian and Bangladeshi parents they don't promote the love marriage.
Yeah, brother, I agree with you. As you told that if you talk about the love marriage, that in Western countries, most people don't think about that I have money or not. They just started loving, right? But if you talk about the Indian or Bangladesh culture, so they are before the getting married, they think that first we should get a job, I should get a job, then we should get married. But brother, don't you think that if the Western culture they are both working, so it's not wrong in it. If they are working, that means that girls helping their husband, their partner. Don't you think that? And it's not actually she has the same right as a boy has. So not it's not wrong to do job, brother. Don't you think that?
Yeah, it's not wrong. But I said that before I said that, like why parents promote love story in Western culture and why not Indian and Bangladeshi parents that didn't promote the love marriage. The fact is, Western culture pupils like girls and boys, they both are work. But Indian and Bangladeshi people, the boy only work, the girls isn't work, and the most of the like teenager, like when their age is only 16 to 20, they fall in love. So why parents they promote love marriage in this age? On the other hand, the other part, Western people, they are work in the grocery shop and some people they work in the field when their age is one kind of 10 or 12 because their parents when they are just past their primary school they are parents don't take it parents don't didn't give them money the children they need to work in the shop and they need to earn money so this is the main reasons why their parents promote love marriage but I have a one question for you. Do you really think freedom is the key to success? On the other hand, freedom is the key to improve the country condition. Do you really think?
Actually, I think lot of freedom is a danger for us also. I can say at the initial stage, a little bit simple freedom we can say, not that much like normal freedom we can say at the initial stage, and slowly if we get the freedom, so we can say freedom is the key of success. We can say somehow at some content, like because brother, when we get the freedom, so we have a right to do whatever we can do, right? But if we are not freedom, so we cannot do on our own or that we want. So brother, I can say freedom is a key of success, but too much freedom, I cannot say it is a key of freedom. Everything too much, everything is harmful. Anything, whether it is food,
Yeah.
whether it is things or anything.
Yes, you are right. Too much freedom is really a risk for the country. But Western government always give them all freedom. Like speak against of the prime minister, speak against of the like their leader. But in Bangladesh and India, if you speak against of the our prime minister, the next day police and also CID anywhere they are always try to capture you and you one kind of try to kill you, encounter kill we call this, try to kill you. In Bangladesh it's so happen in this in this time, like when the day is just when the time is election 110, like they are killed and around 4 or 5 peoples, like police encounter them with the government. So those areas, I think people need to freedom to speak against the government, because if people speak against the government, so that's the key to improve the country condition. Otherwise, our country independent almost 15 years, I think. No, sorry, I don't know actual day, but if I talk about Japan, Japan get a lot of freedom and their country's improvement a lot. But whatever, our Bangladeshi independent around I think 1971, yeah, 1971. But still, my country follow one kind of middle country. So Middle East countries have a lot of problems, like job problems and education facilities, medical facilities. This type of lacking huge. The main reason is our people always don't speak against the prime minister. Our prime minister is realistic, and they are always when if anyone speak against him, they always try to encounter those persons. So that the reasons our government doesn't work anywhere, like education field anywhere. So this the reasons why our countries is still not improvement. And but Western countries, but if we will look at this, that like Indian peoples and Bangladeshi people, most of the, like when the in this 2024, most of the youth, they like to go abroad for study purpose, settle this type of part, like this type of countries. The reason is freedom. So I think freedom is a good, but all of freedom, like sexual freedoms, and also some relationship, and some like restriction about the religion. This type of freedoms, I think, is really risky. So yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so we can say the freedom toward the right path is the key of success. But the freedom toward the wrong path, luxurious path, we can say, it is dangerous for us. It is the way to go to the hell, right? We can say. Yeah.
Yes, you
So
are right.
yeah. So brother, one more question is that brother, like most what happen in nowadays, most of people, if you talk about the teenagers, so most of teenagers they have a hobbies, they have a they want to go abroad, they want to go in Western country after preparing the IELTS exam. So don't you think, brother? What do you think? They are doing good or thing, all right? Because they are leaving the their culture, or they are going to the another culture for the study. So don't you think, brother? What do you think? Is it good or bad?
As as my ambition is, I will go abroad to continue my higher study. So I think for my purpose, not only my purpose, I show most of the young when they pass their higher secondary certificate examination, they wish to go abroad, especially Canada, Australia, USA, UK, those countries. So I think this is the right way to get success, because our countries, they never take care about the student. Like most of the people, they are belong a middle class family. So if they are just go university and they don't have a much like work, and if they are go to tuition paid, and they earn around per month 10 or 12,000. But whatever, do you really think they lead their life very like luxuriously? Not like most of the, as my country's one university, we call it's a great university, like a Dhaka University. You know that Dhaka University is a top ranked university. But most of the students, after they complete their graduation, they following a job crisis. Like around 70%, like 70 lakh student per year, they take a seat, they try to take seat in Dhaka University. But after the computer graduation, they didn't get any job. Do you really think they lead their life very well? They no chance, because they don't have a much job, and if they get job, they are salary only under the 20,000. So how they live their life as a luxury, and they cannot take care of their parents and also their family, like their children and also their wife. So that are the reasons why people they prefer Western culture, like Western country. Western countries, they are on huge money as long as they are also continue their higher style. For I saw most of the person who those who live in Australia, they earn per month 4 lakh. 4 lakh. They live in Australia and they earn 4 lakh, and also they continue their study. They lead their life very luxuriously. So that the reasons why I think it's a good idea to go abroad and continue study. This is a good idea, I think.
Yeah, Brett, you're right. If you talk about the our greatest leader also of our country, so they also studies from the abroad, from the Western country, right? We can say they get educated from the Western culture because in our culture, our education system is not that much, developed that much the Western country has, right? So that's why we need to go for the getting the education. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
you are right, bro. I show that Indian one exam is a really critical exam. Like I notice one is quota. I don't know quota is a place or exam. I think IPC or I don't know actually exam. What is the actual exam? I show one videos. Robert Rathod, I watch his videos regular, so I show his videos. One is related medical exam. I don't know exam name, but it's really critical. And most of the Indian, they are always most of the student they all per day per year they always suicide in this exam. Actually, I don't know what is the exam name, but I think you know that. I think you know that.
you're talking about UPSC.
UPSC. No, no, I'm not talking about UPSC.
Okay, yeah, it may be. Okay, so brother, one last question is that, like, what the thing that is fine? What is the thing that we not do and the Western culture do? That's why they are the more developed than our cultures. What is that thing that Western culture do that our culture avoid that? So what is
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
I I think main reason is education facilities. Western culture education is practical and they don't have a syllabus. And my country's syllabus is really useless. Like they always ask us what is the writer name, what is the writer father name, what is the writer mother name, where the writer live in. Do you really think this is really important for our life? I think this isn't important. Like Western countries, like Western countries such as USA, I don't. Every country have a practical exam, and every country has lot of facilities in education sectors. Like they haven't any syllabus. They just keep practical work like a computer work and computer related everything, and also how they build up a apps, how they build up these type of things. I think Western culture doing in their uh, education purpose, but my country's education is really useless and one kind of annoying. Like you you just you assume that like exam inner asks you like what's the writer name, what is the writer father name, what is the writer mother name. This is I think useless. So that's the reasons why education system need to be improved. And another is healthcare facilities. I show most of the countryside areas there isn't any hospital, and most of the hospital, if they have has any hospital and the hospital rate huge, like one patient if they go hospital, the hospital's doctor rate approximately 2,000 and 30,000 per actually per minute. He just charges this type of money. So that the reasons why I think healthcare facilities need to be improved. And the thing is that get freedom to speak against the against the crime. Most of the time, I show that our government they are enroll some crimes. So if any people they try to speak about the crime like against this type of crimes, the police encounter them. I think our country need to get freedom to speak something, like speak against the crime. And the fourth thing is, I think, the pupils. If pupils are don't bullying and criticize the poor pupils, and the poor pupils need to their lifestyle very like whatever they own. This is the another things, like I show most of the person who are very risky, they always bullying and criticize the poor kid in the school and also in the college. So I think this type of things is really need to be improvement. And the last thing is job. Like most of the areas, job is really needed. Like as we are living in Bangladesh and you are living in India, you know that India and Bangladesh falling job crisis. Like there need a lot of job. Like our country's job is really like one kind of job there isn't available. Like if I talk about delivery work is also not available. And anywhere, if you go any cities, you need to job, but you cannot get enough jobs. So that are reasons I think job facilities need to be improvement. If our country improve those areas such as job facilities, education facilities, healthcare facilities, and also uh, people need to improve their mind. Like they don't criticize the poor people. They always follow their own faith, and the other person they need to follow their other faith. These type of things, if our government improve, and our countries individual, if they are followed these type of areas, I think our countries will be a improve, will be a richest country one day.
Yeah, that's great, brother. Look, whatever you told, we have the lack of that thing. That's why we are suffering more, poverty also. And if you talk about the all the problem is for the solution of our problem is education. We are not educated. If we become educated, we'll know our all the right. If we'll know all our right, we can fight. We can raise our voice against the crime, against the wrong things, right? Again, and against the rights, right? If we have a right. So and when we are educated, we will be the poverty free, because in our country there's a lot of poverty. So because of uneducated person, there are a lot of person who are illiterate, and that's why poverty are there, right? So main thing is education. We need to focus on education system. If our education system is good, our country also started developing, became the developed country. So education is the main reason for the country, right, lagging behind, because we are not focusing on the education. We just and many times rather, like actually what I experienced, like I studied 1 to 10th standard, 12th standard. So at the time, just I study not for the our my knowledge. I study only for the preparing exam, only for the getting marks, only for the taking the good marks. So for getting the good marks I study, right? And most of person they do that. Our education system is like that. We focus on only to the for getting marks, that I need to learn this, I need to learn this question answer so that I can get a good marks, like that. We not learn according to our knowledge, according to our right, brother. I hope you are getting it. So education.
Yes, you are right.
So
Yeah, yes, you are right. Actually, for I like to talk about my personal story. Like around 6 months ago, I passed my higher secondary certificate examination. Now I am a first year of the honors. But the happen is now when I reading class 11 or 12 standard, I read a lot to get A plus. A plus mean 80 plus, like you call 80 plus, but we call this is A plus. A plus mean 80 to 100. But when I passed my exam and I got A plus, I got A plus. I mean 80 plus. But whatever. Right now I wish to go abroad to continue my higher study as far as to getting a job in abroad. But if I stay in Bangladesh, I got as I study right now. I study at a first year honors level. Like my subject, major subject is management. Yeah, I don't have any job. How I take care of my parents? how I take care even myself, how I take every cost of my style is the main fact why people they move abroad. Like why student, basically student always move abroad. Why they move the abroad is the main reason I think. And as you told that you always preparing for pass the exam. Yeah, everyone preparing for the pass the exam to get in a good mark and to go their parents and show them I get A plus, I get 80 plus, this type of things. But the happen is not. No one, like no one support you when you following really problem, like when you face some struggle, like when you show a lot of obstacles when you practicing, when you try to practice, when you try to get in a good result. No one watch you struggle. If you are success, they are come to you and they are show, they are see to you you are success good. But whatever you struggle a lot to learning something like what's the writer name or the writer mother name. Do you really think this is education? As I am business faculty student, so I need to learn about business. I need to learn entrepreneur. I need to learn about the richest businessmen such as Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg. This type of businessmen. I need to learn about the how they invented few things such as
Okay, actually, brother, your voice is not audible. Hello, am I audible to you? Actually, I lost my connection.